Dan Romas says boredom is the most hazardous thing to his health, so the Iraq War veteran is keeping busy by starting his own egg farm. He's already achieved a first among his peers nationwide, and farmer veteran groups say his success story can be an inspiration to others looking for new purpose in rural America. Dan Romas spends a better part of his day with the birds.
600 happy, healthy birds. Production, we're collecting well over 400 eggs a day.
Romas started Prairie Pride Poultry, a 3-acre pastured egg farm, just over a year ago.
Happy hens lay healthy eggs, so that's really the holistic core of our farm is humane treatment of the livestock. Clean like this.
The Marine Corps, Army, and Nebraska National Guard vet says it's been a 2-year journey going from serviceman to beginning farmer.
Took her home with us for a little bit, and my wife Hillary named her Mabel.
Before getting his 600 girls on the farm, Romas found local, state, and national programs aimed at helping disabled vets like him start and grow ag businesses.
They helped me do market analysis, feasibility study, helped me with drawing up my business plan.
Carol Blood with Nebraska's Self-Employment says it's a process that takes determination and discipline, traits that veterans like Romas have.
And he had done his research, and that to me too is always a really good clue that that person is going to be able to make it a viable business because they're not going into it blindly.
Romas's dream fit the mission of a national group called the Farmer Veteran Coalition. The Farm Business Development Director based in Nebraska says they connected Romas to funding and planning help.
Being able to have peer-to-peer, veteran-to-veteran relation, that gives it that much more probability of success. In a somewhat unsuccessful, new businesses are difficult and they are hard to start.
About 90 grams or close to 1/5 of a pound.
Romas says countless others helped Prairie Pride get off the ground.
Like a domino or snowball effect where I meet one person from one organization, then another from another, and so on and so forth. That's how I found out about these grant opportunities for me.
His message to other vets, persistence is a must.
I owe it all to everybody else, consumers and all the people I've networked with. I enjoy what I do. I love my chickens. I love my family. I love the eggs. As of May 1st, Romas is one of the first farmer veterans in the nation to receive the Homegrown by Heroes designation. It's a label he can put on his eggs, certifying they've been grown by a veteran. Tomorrow I'll have more on how Romas's startup is bringing dollars and healthy food choices into his community.
Yesterday, we shared the story of a military veteran in York who decided to take up egg farming. His persistence and success has earned him and his eggs a new and rare national certification called Homegrown by Heroes.
In part 2 of her special report, NTV's Megan Johnson tells us why this homegrown product is thriving.
Dan Romas says it wasn't that long ago that many people raised their own chickens and eggs all the time. But with more people moving to urban areas, the days of the farm fresh egg have dwindled. So he had to find ways to get the attention and investment of local customers. Gathering eggs on a daily basis is only half of Dan Romas's job. Packaging and selling them is what keeps Prairie Pride Poultry going. I want my eggs to literally go from my farm here onto the table, and I want the consumer to have confidence in what we're producing out here. Customers can come to the farm and get eggs themselves, or Romas delivers. But he's also been searching for other ways to put his product in easy reach of consumers. And these are mediums. The owner of Grand Central Foods says Prairie Pride eggs are one of many locally grown foods they sell. Warren Thomas says buying a hometown product is an option many customers want.
We've got signage on the product explaining to the consumer that they're from the York area, and they've sold very well. Local consumers really support local growers.
Romas got into York's restaurant scene too. Chances are uses his eggs in their Sunday brunch. We kind of have a good mix of everything, wholesale and retail. Romas even tapped into another movement, getting food from farms to schools. Marcia Erdkamp, the food service director at York Public Schools, says she jumped at the chance to get farm eggs into their chef salads.
Because they don't use the antibiotics, you're not going to get that goes through that egg either. So you're going to have a real good farm fresh egg, and I believe it's a healthier egg.
Like other ag advocates, Romas is concerned about disconnects between food and farm.
It also gives the kids a chance to, know where their food's coming from, which is you can't get more local or fresh than just a mile and a half away.
And Romas is quick to invite everyone to visit and see what a pasture poultry farm is.
Transparency with the consumer is important. We want them to feel like they're part of the family, part of the farm.
Romas says he didn't randomly choose to raise chickens. Gathering eggs at his grandparents' farm is a fond memory he says he finds a lot of people share in. That nostalgia factor is another way he connects with customers, and he's using Facebook to keep them involved in the daily activity of an egg farm.